Hi everyone, welcome to this session on Informatica Claire. Now this is the second session in a three-part series where we are talking about everything Claire. In the first session, we covered what is Claire and how it is crucial to the three key user journeys of data governance and privacy, cloud data warehouse and data lakes, and Business 360. We also saw how Claire is at the heart of metadata intelligence-based automation in Informatica's intelligent data fabric. And finally, we also gave you a vision of how Claire is going to work in a cloud-first, cloud-native metadata platform. And as Informatica applications are onboarded on this metadata platform, how Claire is going to be crucial in providing metadata intelligence to each of these applications. Now, in this second session, I'm going to break down each of these user journeys into use cases that our customers care about and give you specific examples of how Claire helps with each of these use cases. My name is Gaurav Pathak. I'm Vice President Product Management in the metadata management and Claire areas here at Informatica. And let's get started. Now, we ended the first session on this slide here at talking about the key use cases like data governance, data analytics, data engineering, and data integration that our customers care about. Now here, for each of these use cases, Claire provides recommendations. Claire provides metadata intelligence-based automation to the user personas at the top. Personas like data stewards, data analysts, data scientists, data engineers, and all of those to make sure that these guys can automate their work. They are able to make their work more productive. So we'll give you now deep dive into each of these use cases and give you clear examples of how all of this is done. So first, we'll start with the use case of data governance. On the right-hand side, you can see the supporting products that make the data governance use case possible. Products like data privacy and management, Informatica Enterprise Data Catalog, Informatica Axon, and Informatica Data Quality. The key users of these products are users like data quality stewards, data governance stewards, line of business users who are looking at high quality data, and a chief data officer who's in charge of making sure that all the data is managed properly and that the value of data for an organization keeps continually increasing. In this particular use case, Claire provides benefits like intelligent glossary association, automatic rule building, data quality rule building, and privacy policy insights. So let's look at each of them in detail. We'll start with intelligent glossary associations. Now, one of the most tedious tasks in a data governance implementation is to be doing these glossary associations manually with technical data assets. Now, these technical data assets are tables, columns, files that exist in data lakes and data warehouses. Why is this needed? Why do we have to associate business glossary terms to technical data assets? This is because business glossary terms define a conceptual hierarchy, sort of an ontology or a taxonomy that describes the business. For governing a data asset, the first task is to associate these concepts to the instances of those concepts, the data instances of those concepts. So for example, you have a business glossary term like customer ID, and you have data instances that represent these customer IDs in tables and files and columns and so on. So the first task is to associate these business glossary concepts so that the data quality steward or a data governance steward knows what are the data instances that represent these concepts. Now, doing this task is easier said than done. There are hundreds of thousands of data elements and data entities in data lake and data warehouse or in other data sources in an organization. What intelligent glossary association does is it uses natural language processing techniques. It looks at the name of the business glossary, looks at the definition of the business glossary, and tries to associate it with the right technical data asset. And then while doing so, it's not just the names. We are looking at the data values, the patterns, and all in the goal of making this business glossary association automatic for our end users. I'll give you an example. There was this healthcare customer who took 2.5 months. This was one data steward working on one schema in their data warehouse. They took 2.5 months to associate 6,000 glossary terms with 21,000 columns. When we ran the intelligent glossary associations on that same schema in the data warehouse, we were able to associate 6,000 glossary terms with 18,000 columns at a precision of 99%. And even where the software was found to be false, when we looked at it closely, what we realized was those were, in some cases, some associations incorrectly done by the human, because that's what we were comparing against. And all of this was done in 8 minutes. So months and months of work can be automated for this first and very important task using Claire's intelligent glossary association capabilities that's built into Informatica's enterprise data catalog. And it works with all the glossary terms that come from Axon and the data catalog that we have created by ingesting this technical metadata assets from data lakes and data warehouses and databases that are present in the customer's organization.